Islam appoints idiot jingleheads to represent you without your consent or awareness. So if you were under the impression that we were negotiating, I have never stood inside a mosque that is still standing. The Reich always loses, and what happened in Nazi Germany happened because they were not prohibited from doing business with Islam. They don't get it. The Bible says blame the Jews. Unfortunately, the Bible does not account for all the common sense the average peasant lacks. So the FBI took penalties based on something I said on Facebook. I thought Facebook owned it. I didn't have top secret access. Is your job just to get fucked? Pretty sure you're looking for some goddamn judge. We don't need the press to pretend to be the government to install and remove appointees. It's offensive to God, which is the whole point. The whole point is to challenge God until he proves he exists by killing us all. I've never been affiliated with the Central Intelligence Agency. Knowing what I know, the Central Intelligence Agency wants to join me. You can't ban waterboarding. Some traditions believe everyone has to be dumb enough to be pushed around by anyone dumb enough to believe it. I am not obligated to the limitations of what passes for intelligence these days. You see, kids, from time to time somebody messes with the phone company. So what we do is we knock on the door. First, do no harm. Knock, knock. Have you seen this girl? And then we kick the door to splinters and wash his face till he learns how to sing. Blah, 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 blah. And that's where money comes from. The United Nations imposed this idea that it's torture on us because they're atheists. Exodus doesn't matter. They're not pacifists. They will shove dope down our kids' throats at any cost. But they have no regard for where diplomatic immunity actually comes from. You can't protect democracy and Islam at the same time. The only reason not to allow the victims to prosecute is because you are dangling by a thread held by some idiot wizard. The entire planet wants to kill Washington for protecting these diddlers. I joke around a lot about whether my religious freedom is allowed. It's funny because I don't care. Who cares with this sort of thing going on? Read a book. They're highly offended. So I investigated. Privacy Act be damned.